You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
Time is not going to be kind to Donald Trump. It's not going to be kind to any of the enablers and sycophants in the Congress who upheld him during this period. And one of the things that I really can't understand about my colleagues is how do they believe they're going to explain this to their children and grandchildren one day? When they're asked, what did you do when that awful man was running the country? Please tell me you did something to stand up to him. Tell me you didn't go along with him. I don't know how they're going to answer.
I just don't know how they're going to answer. That's Congressman Adam Schiff, Democrat, California. This is October 14, 2021. Those remarks made by Congressman Schiff on a program, MSNBC, as he continues to promote his book, Midnight in Washington, all about the January 6th insurrection, as they call it. It is very clear that Donald Trump lives in Adam Schiff's mind, or lives in whatever he has in his head. The House Intel Committee chairman, now looking at the January 6th insurrection and overseeing this investigation, and they did issue a subpoena today for members that were not coming forward right away, such as Steve Bannon. So here's Schiff still again, at this point, trying to make it very clear that you got to be wary and fight off Trump and anybody that might have supported him in any way, all because of January 6th and everything else. As he said, I don't know how some of my colleagues are going to be able to answer their children and their grandchildren. Did Daddy, Granddaddy, Grandma, did you do anything to keep that dangerous man from becoming president? Well, Schiff also remembers when he said, oh, Trump won't win. You're going to love this coming up later. And today, President Biden, again, addressing COVID, talking about how great he's doing, how the vaccine is really working. The vaccine developed during Trump Warp Speed project, the vaccine which Biden and Harris said we will never take if it's coming from Trump, but they did in December before they were sworn into office. And he's even pointing out that, yes, things are looking better, but of course you've got to get vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, you're a danger to everyone else. And of course, he's also pushing that you get vaccinated if you're in the military, that you have to do so. A military bishop is saying it's okay for military members to refuse the vaccine on religious grounds because some of it is made or created involving, at least in early investigations and discoveries, tissue of aborted babies. That opens the door to a very big story I'm going to try to share with you in the second hour. University of Pittsburgh and money it was getting from Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fake's Institute, and how it was using it reference aborted babies. You don't want to miss that coming up in the second hour. In the meantime, we have President Biden saying, I'm going to get the supply line open. We're going to have everything you're going to need for Christmas and everything else. This is the same president, of course, who wants to blame all the troubles right now on private enterprise and private businesses. And he says, if I need to, we'll get the government involved. Well, of course, he's looking for that door already. But this is the same president who shut down the Alaskan drilling, and now the White House admits they're begging oil producers and suppliers try to come up with some more fuel for us because these shortages are going to be very big and the cost is going to be very high this coming winter. Also, former network anchor Katie Couric admits editing out comments that the Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg made about Colin Kaepernick and others not standing for the U.S. flag. And cancel culture does continue. A particular school will not have Halloween, not because of religious reasons, that it might involve witches and satanic thing, but because it's decided that black males feel left out at Halloween. Well, then I have an issue when they have Valentine's in schools. I remember being felt that I was left out in that. And then what about Sadie Hawkins Day? They probably don't even still have that. Do some of you know what Sadie Hawkins Day is? I'll bet some of you do. We got a lot to cover over the next 2 hours. Let your family and friends, even your enemies, know we're on the air. We want everyone listening. You know what I say now. You can say it with me. You ready? Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.